Okay, so you want to know how to take a chain off a mountain bike and fix it. In this case, mountain bike, the basic mountain bike. Um, in this case, like say you're riding and your chain breaks, or you have lost your driver's license, truck broke down, car broke down, whatever, and you got to fix up a bike or whatever. You got two bikes in the backyard, which is in my case, and you're trying to take parts off of one, put them on another one, to make one working bike. And like in this case, I got a decent frame here, and this frame isn't as good a looking. I don't really care as long as it works, but I'm gonna try to get what I want out of it, at least, as much as I can. In this case, chains broke off of this one, and the chain is fine on this one, as you can see. But the problem with the mountain bikes is that the chains are assembled around the chassis. All right, so when you take all the components loose and you try to swap chains over, it doesn't happen because you can't get the chain off because it's looped around the chassis. So you have to take the links loose and then put the chain around the chassis and put everything back together in order for it to work. And everybody tells you, like, oh, you can't do that without a master link, and you got to have a special tool to take your links loose. And once you get your links loose, then you put this little male master link back in and pop it all back together. Well, I'm gonna show you how to do this without a master link and without special tools. Anyway, what you want is you want to get a socket like so, and it needs to be big enough so that the pin in your factory link will fit down in it. Okay, in this case, make sure you get you, like, if you can look, see my chain is in pretty bad shape. It's all rusted and everything, and the other one is too, but I'm gonna lube it up and everything. But you try to get you the best link out of it that you can, that's nice and loose and clean, because you want minimal resistance as you can get, without well, anyway, you get my point, I hope. Hopefully you're smart enough to understand what I'm saying. Anyway, what you're gonna do is you're gonna set the chain on top of the socket like so. Alright. Just a second, let me get this straight. I ain't gotta use two hands. Okay, so first you want to make sure that the chain is level. I just prop mine up on the handlebar here and then set it on top of the socket. That way, you're not smacking it at an angle. And then, see if I can do this without losing picture here. Take your screwdriver bit. Place it on top of the pin, nice and centered, and then hit it with the hammer. And then make sure you get it as far as you can. So in this case, I'll take another bit that'll fit down in all the way through. That way I can make sure I tap it all the way through. Alright, what you have is this. The pin comes out, and then need to work it a little bit. Slide one link to the side. And then, voila, the chain is loose. And then, when you want to put it back together, you slide them back in. And then, installation is reverse or removal. You set it on the other side. This time you don't need your center punch. You just use the hammer. Tap the pin back in.